All right, guys. Happy 10th week of prep. We have officially reached 10 weeks of prep this week, and we will officially be 6 weeks out this Wednesday. It's getting real close, guys. It's getting real close. In fact, we are so close that I might even consider myself 6 weeks out. I'm considering myself about 4 weeks out, realistically 5 weeks out, because the last week doesn't count, and realistically you should be ready 4 weeks out. Yeah, I got 4 weeks to work, 4 weeks to be my best, because by that fourth week I have to be stage ready, and that way the next 2 weeks is just dialing it in, getting me stage ready. So that's why they say, if you're not ready 2 weeks out, you're not going to be ready in time for the stage. So it's very important that you and your coach time it out correctly, do things correctly, and hopefully your body responds correctly. There's times when your body will respond surprisingly well to what your coach does to it, and sometimes it doesn't respond at all or very minimal, and so you have to change things up last minute. So thankfully, I'm on track. Everything's been working according to plan. Like I said, I would like to get leaner a lot faster just for my own personal peace of mind. But at the same time, that would also probably sacrifice a significant amount of muscle that I probably shouldn't lose because I am already under my stage weight. So stage weight cap is 187 for 5'8". And so I believe I'm at probably 179, 178 at this point. I weighed in at 180 on Saturday. So definitely about a pound lighter by now. I'll probably weigh myself tomorrow morning and see. But it's getting real close, guys. It's getting real fucking close. So the work is getting to be a lot harder. I definitely feel my strength going down just in the warm up sets for this. We did our 3 warm ups, and yeah, I definitely felt the strength go down. So we did our 3 warm ups. We did one working set. We did one top, or this is gonna be our first top set, and then we're gonna do one more top set, and we're probably gonna keep the weight the same because this is already starting to feel like a shit ton. So 6 weeks out, guys, officially 6 weeks out, but realistically 4 weeks out. So got a lot of work to do in a short amount of time, but I have full confidence in my coach, full confidence in my body, and in my ability to do what's necessary in order to be ready. So from this point on, it's just going to be pure. I mean, not that it hasn't already, but it's going to be even more. So just pure, unfiltered, unregulated fucking focus. It's monk mode time. And if you guys don't know what monk mode is, 6 weeks out, you should be doing absolutely nothing but eat, sleep, train, and work, because obviously you have to make money. This shit's not cheap. And that's why there wasn't a video on Saturday, because I picked up some extra hours and I didn't have a chance to film my hamstring day on Saturday because I had to just bam, 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 get it in, get it out. I didn't have time to mess around with the camera and everything. So eat, sleep, train, work, repeat. That's all you should be doing 6 weeks out. So I got 2 more days till that happens. Not that I was doing much anyways to begin with, but I was doing a few things here and there. But now, even more so, it's just going to be eat, sleep, train, and get ready for the show. So with that being said, let's do our first top set of this, aiming for 12 ultimately, but as always, going for muscle failure. So like I said, strength is definitely feeling low, but we're still going to be pushing as hard as we can. But at the same time, we have to be careful as we get even leaner, because it becomes that much easier and more likely to stress, strain, and the worst, tear something. So it's definitely not what you want to do this close to a competition after 10 weeks of hard work, with just 6 weeks to go. So with that being said, let's get this shit done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Threw some partials in there at the last few reps to finish that off. Make sure we truly reach muscle failure. Making sure I got that good stretch at the bottom and just pushed out of it. That's the key to this exercise, not going from here to here, but from down here in the stretch to a contraction up here. So with that being said, we're gonna do one more top set with this. And I think we're gonna drop it because you couldn't even do 12 of this. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this, and then we'll move on to probably underhand cable flies. All right, so the second thing that we're going to be doing today for chest is going to be underhand cable flies. Now remember, the key to these is going to be to get a good stretch all the way back. So make sure you step forward. When you pull up, you want to scoop up and push in to your chest with that bicep. So you don't want to just go from here to here. You want to go from here to here. You want to be bringing your elbows together, scooping up in a sense. So we did 2 working sets. This is going to be the first top set. The second top set, we will do a drop set. So last week I supersetted chest and triceps. This week I have a little bit more energy, feeling a little bit better. So not going to do that today. But we're still going to do some triceps after we finish up with our chest. So make sure you step forward, get some good slack in the cables, chest up, get a good stretch back, scoop up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 2 more. Oh, make him good though. Gotta make him good. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do one more set of those, and it's gonna be a drop set. And like I said, we're doing triceps after we're done with chest. That way I can still do some ab work. I tend to get lazy when I superset them together. I don't do abs really bad, especially this close to contest. So when I have the energy like this, I definitely want to split them up so that way I can superset triceps with ab work at the end of my exercise. But yeah, feeling pretty decently today. But I know come Wednesday that probably won't be the case, and come Friday it definitely won't be because I'll have sent check-ins and my weight to my coach on Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna make some significant changes at that point, because at that point we'll be 6 weeks out officially. So a lot to do. After this, we're going to do probably the flat press, plate loaded flat press machine, and then we'll do the pec deck, and then we'll do some tricep work. All right, guys. So next thing that we're going to be doing today for chest is going to be flat bench, plate loaded machine right here. I think I spoke too soon about my energy levels in the last exercise, because as soon as I was done with that top set, or the second top set with the drop, I definitely felt my energy levels just drop. But we're still going to push through, get this one done. And so we did 2 working sets. This will be the first top set of 2, and then the second top set we're going to do another drop. Maybe we'll do a 12-7-4. I don't know why I do so many drops on chest day only. I really should do a cluster set on one of these. I think for the last set, on the last exercise, we'll do a cluster set. So I think for this one, we'll try to do a 12-7-4 as an intensifier for it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how this set goes, because we're going to fail here. So if we can't hit 12 on here, we're definitely not going to be able to do 12-7-4. But we'll see what we get. Up. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So definitely not going to be able to do a 12-7-4 with this weight. I think what we'll do is we'll take one of the 25s off and add a 10, and then do 12-7-4 with that weight, because I don't like doing the same intensifier for every workout or every exercise I do. One, not only does it get monotonous and boring, but it's kind of hard to change up your exercises every workout. So the way to keep things interesting and going, in my opinion, this is just a recent phenomenon that I've discovered 10 years into the gym. Change up the intensifying set, you know? Do a triangle pyramid setup, do a double superset, and that probably doesn't make any sense because you're like a superset is two exercises. Well, a double superset is when you do both exercises consistently. So let's say you do hammer curls and curls, you do hammer curl, curl, hammer curl, curl. So that's what I'm talking about, a double superset. It's probably not even the proper term for it, but that's what I call it. So change up the intensifiers. That's the one way you can really keep things going interesting and yeah, just interesting overall. So we're gonna lower the weight, do 12.74 for the last set, and then we're gonna end off with some chest flies, and then we'll do some tricep work. All right, so final thing that we're gonna be doing today for chest is gonna be pec deck right here. Remember, the key to this is gonna be to maintain your back with the pad the entire time and bring your elbows together. Obviously, as it gets heavier, it's going to become harder and harder for you to do that. So you want to remember to just keep your back up against the pad the entire time. Remember, you want to line up so that your arm and the handle are directly in front of you. You don't want your arm to be slanted up or downward. You want to be straight out in front of you right there. And remember, you want to also be pushing your bicep into your chest. Feeling a bit of a pull right here on my bicep today, so I'm going to be kind of careful with that. Like I said, as you get closer to the show, as you get lower in calories and carbs and fats and everything, it becomes really easy to get injured, really easy to stress, strain, and pull, and unfortunately tear things. I mean, Chris Bumstead tore a bicep just doing posing practice a few days out from an Olympia. So that just goes to show how easily it can be for you to fuck up, or not necessarily fuck up, because it's not you trying to do anything or doing anything. It goes to show how easily something can go wrong when you're this close to a competition. So at this point, we're not building any muscle. We're just focusing on building muscle and getting work done. So you still want to go hard. You still want to go intense, but you want to minimize going too heavy so that you're putting less stress and strain on those shoulder, or not just the shoulder joints, but any shoulder or any joint in tendon that you have in your body. So got to be very careful. So tomorrow, especially for back day, gonna have to watch out with this pull and feeling my bicep. Definitely don't want that to get worse, you know. And my shoulder was feeling better, but today I think I might have gone a little too deep on the flat press, the plate level flat press, and I started feeling it towards the end on those second to last sets. So I got to take it easy on that. Maybe just beat the safety bar a little higher so I don't go so low. I was just trying to get a really good stretch, or I could just go lighter and focus on getting on that good stretch and contraction. That's probably what I should do. But we'll see what we do come next week, because, like I said, we're technically 6 weeks out on Wednesday, which means we only have 5 more chest workouts till show day. When you break down things to that extent, it becomes a very, very short timeline. Only 5 more chest workouts, only 6 more of the rest since it's Monday today. So it'll go by a lot faster than you think. 5, 6 weeks, it goes by so fast because, like I said, only 5 more chest days after this. After this exercise that we finish here, we're going to hit chest 5 more times, and then it's showtime. So it's definitely crunch time. And with that being said, let's get this first top set done. We're going to do a cluster set for the final set. If you don't know what a cluster set is, well, go back and watch some of my videos, but if you don't have the time to do that, a cluster set is essentially the set from hell. Well, it's actually a mile set. They're all the intensifiers are pretty much the sets from hell. But a cluster set essentially is 5 sets of the same weight, 10 reps, 15 to 20 seconds rest in between. So you want to pick a weight that's not too heavy, not too light, or moderate. And the first 2 sets, you're going to be like, okay, I should have gone heavier. Come set 3, you're going to be like, okay, I'm feeling it. And I still have 2 more sets. And comes end of set 4, you're really going to be enjoying that 5th set. But it's definitely one of the better intensifiers. Gets a good pump, gets the blood really good into the muscle group that you're training and that you're doing the cluster sets for. So with that being said, let's do the first one right here. It's going to be just a failure, and we're going to aim for 12, but ultimately we're going to go until we cannot go. 11, 8, 9, 11. Okay. So I got like 8 good ones, then 4 partials on there. Like I said, I gotta be careful not to get any injuries, any stresses, any strains, any tears. So you only want to push as hard as you can. It's not about pushing past failure anymore at this point. This deep into prep, this close to the show, you really got to be careful. You got to push. You got to feel that intensity. You got to feel that burn. You got to feel that drive. But at the same time, you have to know when to pull back on that gas pedal and not burn the engine out, not fuck it up completely this close to the show. Like I said, 10 weeks of prep already in. If I fuck up now, get injured now, that's 10 weeks of work down the drain. And with only 6 weeks to go, that's definitely not something that any competitor would want that's been committed, 1,000% to their prep, because they've committed 1,000% to their prep for 10 weeks. And with only 6 weeks to go, I know that sounds like a lot to some people, 6 weeks, but as a competitor, as a veteran competitor, 6 weeks is nothing. 6 weeks, it's gonna go by like that in the blink of an eye. So definitely got to focus on staying healthy, not just physically, but immune-wise as well, especially working at a bar security. I talk to a lot of people. People talk to me, and some of the times they're sick, and I don't even know it until they tell me that they're fucking sick, and they've been talking to me for 15 minutes straight up, just in my face. It's happened before, and it's just like, all right, I got to go do my rounds later. But the key is going to be to stay healthy. The next 6 weeks, just stay fucking healthy. So with that being said, let's do the final set here, the push set, and then we'll do some tricep work. All right, so next thing that we're going to be doing today for triceps is going to be this very unique handle bar overhead extension, and we're going to superset it with push downs. Now, if your gym does not have this specific bar, this weird V straight bar, you can just use a basic straight bar as well. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to superset it with rope crunches right here. So this is going to be the first 2 top sets, and the second one we're going to do a drop set. So it's going to be heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Next set. One, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay. So now the next one's gonna be a drop set, which is gonna be a fun one, especially starting at 160. But it is what it is. Let's do some rope crunchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That's 30. I was like 10 and 20. That was 30. So, one more top set for this with a drop, and then we'll do single arm cable pull downs with knee pull downs. So let's take a bit of a break, do the last set, and then do the last exercise. All right, guys. So final thing that we're gonna be doing today for triceps is going to be rope cable pull down single arm. So we did 2 working sets. It's gonna be the first 2 top sets. Then we're gonna do another top set with a drop, and then in between we are doing seated knee crunches. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and get this done? Pretty much fried, tired, hungry, ready to go home. So let's finish strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so kind of like the cross cables. Keep your shoulders back, elbows back, chest up, and just hinge your elbow, keep it pinned to your sides. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's starting to slip out of my hand. Alright, now let's do some ab work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 2. Alright, so that's pretty much it for week 10 of preps, chest, and triceps. Got one more set with a drop set and one more set of abs. But like I said, only 5 more chest workouts to go. We have a few more tricep workouts because we do triceps twice a week, but only really 5 more chest workouts, which is insane to think about. That's really how quickly it's going to go by, and you have to look at it that way, because if you think, oh, I got 6 weeks, like I said, realistically you got 5 weeks, and then even more realistically you have 4 weeks, because you should be ready 2 weeks out. So realistically we're 4 weeks out, and then the last 2 weeks are just really honing in and really focusing in on that detail, just getting blood in the muscle, really focusing on the cardio, the diet, the posing. And so with that being said, that wraps it up for today's workout. And I guess, what did I say, we are 10 weeks in, 6 weeks out on Wednesday, so we're about 6.5 right now. Not too bad. Let's see what we're looking like.
Yeah, that's it.
Man.
Looks good.
Let's see it.
Go back. That Christmas tree. Damn.
It's like a watery, man.
So I keep doing it. Keep popping that shit. Squeeze it. Ready. Blow it all out. There it is. On your hamstring, kind of close. Open it up a little bit and turn the toe. Be more like right here and force. Tighten it here. So it'll be here, digging in, and then squeezing it deep, and the hamstring kind of pushing down into the ground. It'll make it. Feel that tightness? Think about here, and just kind of like pushing in the toes into the ground. It's really squeezing the hamstring and the glute tightly.
Gotta work on that.